Hi everybody, I'm Lainey Smith, the author of the Lock Creek Time Capsule series. You may have heard of these videos by now. Hopefully they're entertaining, and if you're here you must have clicked on it, so hopefully it's not too bad. If you haven't seen them, just a brief rundown of what this is. It is the Author Awareness Challenge, and the way this works is an author challenges another author to read a page from their published work, and then they have to make a video so that they're reading to all of you. You might want to hear a story. Anyway, the end of the video you challenge 3 to 5 other authors, and that gives them an opportunity to introduce their work to you, read a page, kind of share what their story's about, whatever. And hopefully you're finding lots of new literature out of this. I know I am. There's all kinds of things I knew nothing about. I am going to, I can't remember if I told you this, I'm sorry, I've made a few of these, but I'm reading from this book. I'm starting chapter 3, and this is, you're gonna want to read the first 2 to see what happens, because it's really cute and fun. The story starts in a snowstorm, and the main female character, Anne, goes off the road, and Sheriff Derek Decker comes to save her because he's just awesome like that, and it's in his job description or something, I suppose. But anyway, this is after everything's okay, after he saved her. She's kind of, to this point, she's been kind of oblivious, I guess, to him. She knows that the town makes a fuss over him. She doesn't really understand why. But after he comes to help her, it kind of changes the dynamic of the way she sees him, I guess. So anyway, before I say too much, and then you don't need to read those first 2 chapters, let me start. If I didn't say it already, at the end of this video, I'll challenge 3 to 5 other authors to do the same thing. Did I say that? Sorry. Hate to be repetitive and stuff. All right. When Anne had first arrived in Lock Creek, Sheriff Derek Decker had been one of the first contacts she had. She had been sitting just beyond the welcome sign for the town, waiting for Chelsea to come meet up with her. The sheriff had only stopped to make sure she wasn't in need of assistance. But Anne was so excited about seeing Chelsea that Derek Decker had become an unimportant occurrence in her day. He just kind of faded into the background once Chelsea caught up to her. After her initial encounter, she would see him from time to time at the cafe. She would watch women lacking self-respect fall all over themselves for him. She rarely gave him a second look. She didn't dislike him or have anything against him. She just wasn't all that impressed with the small-town hero. She didn't understand why he was held in such high regard and assumed it was just superficial. He was handsome, yes. He was charming, for sure. He seemed fairly well educated. He had these blue eyes that can make you feel naked when he looked at you. But she needed more than just a simple paltry intoxication of anyone. Derek Decker just hadn't reached her on any sizable level. Since the night in the cabin, in the first 2 chapters, Anne could see so many things she had missed previously. One of those things being, after she had been working at Jimmy's for about a month, a regular customer named Brett Parker came in for dinner. Many of the women in Lock Creek were attracted to Brett. Though he wasn't her type, there was something very debonair and poetic about him. She found herself accidentally flirting with him from time to time. On this particular day, thankfully, Brett had asked for a glass of water. He was sitting 2 chairs down from Derek at the counter. When she took the water to Brett, she accidentally spilled it across the counter, and it went right into Derek's lap. He was holding his coffee, which meant it could have been so much worse. She repeatedly apologized, but it didn't change the fact that she was embarrassed to have made a fool of herself in front of Brett. That's funny to me because Brett's competition, I guess, for Derek, but anyway, it's fun. You should check it out. As I mentioned before, I will be challenging. I'm going to go for 5 because that's how I roll. Go big or go home. Anyway, since I'm going big or going home, I have made a deal with an author friend of mine that lives in, I cannot remember where she lives, but she does not live in the United States, and her name is very complicated to me, but we made a deal. I will try to say it, and then I'm going to play the sound clip for how she says her name, because I was born in the USA and we don't have all that fancy stuff. I was down south. We have that stuff, but this is different stuff. So anyway, first of all, I'm re-challenging Andrea M. Mauser. Yes. And Keisha Biddle. Come on, Keisha. It's fun. Make a video. It'll be fun. Danielle Steele and Stephen King. The 5th one is the one that I can't say. So I promised her I would try, and I would try on video. So we're all gonna see this here together. Thank you for being part of it. Please don't tell anybody. Love you, Alda. Okay, this is how she says her name.
Alda Mashkur Nilstetter.
Can you hear that? Okay.
Alda Mashkur Nilstetter.
Let's do it one more time.
Alda Mashkur Nilstetter.
Alda Mashgudninstate. Does that sound right? Did I do it?
Alda Mashkur Nilstetter.
Maybe not. Alda, I tried. I told you I would try, so come on with your video, girlfriend. All right, everybody, have fun. Till next time. I can't wait to see what your book's about. Talk to you soon.